Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's me, Donna Vee, and I'm so excited to be here. Hey, where's my other pigtail? Oh, I gotta shift that over here. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry I'm late today. I had to take care of little Yogi. So I want to say thank you because honesty is the best policy. And I definitely have to tell you, to be very honest with you, he did not want to take his medicine again. And I will tell you, for all the parents out there that are watching and all the kids that are watching, you know what it's like when you don't take your medicine? Ooh, but try to rationalize with the dog. It's not that easy. But I'm so glad to be here. I'm glad that you're here with me because this is my favorite way to start the day. It is a blue sky day out here on the sunny side of New Jersey, the East Coast, Nutley, New Jersey. I'm so pumped. I am going to work, but it's so much nicer to go inside to work when you look outside and it's a blue sky. Am I right? So I'm so excited to be here live Sunday through Friday. Generally speaking, it's 10 to 11, but today we had to take care of life. And you know what I love about this space that we've created? It is just about regular life. One of the things that I love about coming here is that we get to start the morning in joy and gratitude. And honestly, even if sometimes there's a little chaos before it, I know once I get here, it's going to be amazing. Good morning, Jim Tomlinson, all the way from California, West Coast checking in. What's up? I'm so pumped that you're here today. And hello there. Nice to see you. Thanks for saying that. I like your moons. I just can't say your name right now because it's a kid's show. So what is up, everybody? It is Tuesday, March 9th, and I'm pumped to be here. And we are finishing up our 3-day series of talking about different characters from Peter Pan by reading Peter Pan. And I'm so excited about that. Hello, Ryan. How are you all the way from Ireland? What's going on? Frank Simon, good morning. It is Tuesday. I like that. Happy Tuesday, timers. I like that. That's pretty funny. So I don't know about you, but I was up a lot last night. So if I make a lot of mistakes today, I'm just going to apologize right now because I slept but nothing in a row. Did you ever have a night like that, kids? And you wake up and you're like, oh, I don't know if I want to get up. Good morning, Lynn Millinger. It's so nice to see you checking in this morning. It is a beautiful morning. And I will say this, I'm going to do my best not to trip over words. Today is all about honesty. Today is definitely about honesty and how important it is to be honest, to tell the truth, even if it's scary, because it sets you free. It's like totally like, oh my goodness, if I broke something of someone else's and I just like sit there and I make up a story about it, like for instance, let's just pretend that somebody broke my screaming goat and it just didn't scream anymore. I would be so sad. And I'd be so sad and I'd think, oh my gosh, did I break it? But then maybe, just maybe, somebody else broke it. And I'm sitting there beating myself up, right? I don't know if I did that right, but I told you I didn't have a lot of sleep. The point is I'd rather know that somebody broke it than try to say, like, did I do it? Because it lets you like kind of feel a lot better. So telling the truth is always the best way to, be, which is why I was like, I'm just going to be honest. I had to take the dog out, had to get him his medicine, didn't get a lot of sleep. And that's why I'm late today. And the best part about it is I know that it's okay here because this is like the best place to go. It's filled with joy, filled with honesty, filled with laughter, filled with gratitude, and it's a big old family. So, yeah, so thanks. I just want to tell you the truth and tell you why I was late. But now that we're here, I say we get to it. I say we stretch, not the truth, but stretch our bodies. Yes, it is totally live and welcome, Jess the Goat. And that's perfect because I like my screaming goat. And I am live Sunday through Friday, 10 to 11. You can find me on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope. But we all know that Periscope is not going to be here after March 31st. So, Jess, if you like to wake up with joy, happiness, and like lots of fun, I suggest that you go over to either YouTube and check me out on Donna Vee Comedy, or you can go over to Facebook and go to Storytime with Donna Vee. So, Donna Vee Comedy, and actually you can go to my website and everything is there too. Well, Twitter, I would love to be on Twitter, but I have to accomplish some crazy number or get, invited. So what is the letter of the day? That's a great question, Frank. We're starting all over from the top of the alphabet. Can you believe it? We are back to A. Yeah, I don't think you do. Really? Jess, I'm going to try my hardest to get over there. I just have to figure it out, and I hope I can. So hopefully I'll see you on Twitter. That'd be amazing. So Frank, guess what we're starting with today? Thanks, Jess. We are starting with the letter A today. We're back at the top of the alphabet. I know, March 9th, and we are starting at the top of the alphabet. We started this journey March 21st. It will be a year that we are celebrating story time together, and I'm so excited about that. I cannot even believe it. I'm going through all of the books that we have, and a lot of them are getting donated to help some kids get, books in their hands to promote literacy and to bring smiles to people's faces that don't have access to books. And I am so pumped that we get to do that. So thank you to anyone who has loaned me books. And I have your books. And in fact, I have a teacher's class, a book bag full of stuff for a teacher's classroom. And anytime I see a book that I think will be really great for the classroom, I put it in there. So I'm increasing that person's bag, which I'm really excited about. And everyone else that's donated books and given me books to keep, well, just so you know, your books are being read, reread, and also I'm paying it forward, and it's just amazing. And I can't thank you guys enough for participating. All right, so I will locate the letter A as Frank Simon is twirling his mustache and coming up with the most amazing alliterative sentence. Because if it's your first time here, you might not know this, but let me tell you, Jess, every day we have a few things that we do that are routine. We stretch, we recite the alphabet so that the kids that are watching can learn the alphabet. We practice the Asl Alphabet. And then Frank Simon, who is my friend and a reoccurring character here on Storytime, he provides us with an alliterative sentence where all or most of the words begin with the letter of the day. Today's letter is A. And I'm so excited about that because that means I get to say good morning to all of the kids whose names start with the letter A. And there are a lot. So I should probably try to do that first. What do you think? I think maybe I'll do that first today. So good morning, Allie. Good morning, Anzor. Good morning, Ari. Good morning, Alex, AJ, Angelo, Aaliyah, Allie, Andrew, Austin, Aurora, Ace, Era, and Amber. I don't think there's any more that start with an A that I might have recently added. But if it's your first time watching, look at all these names. And there are days that I actually go through the entire list, and it's pretty awesome. I take this little letter A, and I bring it over here. Holy guacamole. It looks like there was a party here last night. Ugly dog, you stay right here. This is Alpha Bear. Alpha Bear is amazing because he holds on to the letters so that during our show, the kids can have a reminder of what the letter is for the day. And we can look up other words in our stories or recognize other words in our stories, unless you want to put a word in the comments. And we recognize all the words that begin with the letter A. So that's kind of A awesome, actually. A actually. Amazing. Look at that. It's like an alliterative sentence that's just flowing. I know, it's amazing. You know what? I think we're going to change the order. I'm going to do the alliterative sentence before we even do the alphabet. I know, it's crazy. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I'm kind of wackadoodle. And I'm just kind of excited that why not? We can do whatever we want. It's story time, y'all. I just said y'all. You can tell I haven't slept much. Okay, so how about we check out Frank Simon's alliterative sentence? What do you think? I think so. I think a little drum roll would be good. Oh, I don't have the drum roll on that one. It's on this sound one. Ready? Here we go. I'm not looking. I'm not looking. I'm looking. Alice Cooper always anticipate an audience applauding and asking for more. Yes, Alice Cooper does. Okay. Alice Cooper always anticipates an audience applauding and asking for more. Alice Cooper always anticipates an audience applauding and asking for more. Alice Cooper always anticipates an audience and applauding and asking for more. I think I just messed it up at the end. I don't know, but I think I will get the official word in a moment from my executive producer from Ireland. I might have tripped over that. I might have got really excited. Alice Cooper always anticipates an audience applauding and asking for more. I don't really know. That's why I have fact checkers. That's what they're for. So we'll find out soon. And come on, Frank, easy peasy. I know. I guess I tripped up at the end. I don't know, but you know what? I'm okay with it. I admittingly say I am proud of Frank Simon for coming up with a sentence every day for every letter. I don't know if I could do it. I'm pretty pumped for you, Frank. So thank you so much for being the coolest cat in the world and for tripping me up this morning. It's fine. It's fine. I better get some coffee today. Okay, who's ready for some more healthy habits and exercise. All right, arms out, guys. You know the drill. We are going to do seated jumping jacks. They are non-spaghetti arm seated jumping jacks. Okay? Oh, I threw you a softball vase. I was considering yourself lucky. No. Oh, you think so? Wait, you think I won that? Come on. Wow. You know what? I appreciate it. I'm so sleepy. I thought you got it. You know what? We can call it a draw. Should we call it a draw? I mean, my executive producer says I won, but did you see me stop my jumping jack? I got so excited, overthinking. Holy guacamole. Yeah, but here we go. Arms out, you guys. Non-spaghetti arm jumping jacks. This is what we're about to do. We are going to bring our arms up. None of this. I don't want to see any of this. And we are going to recite the alphabet. Good morning, Mom. It is a beautiful Tuesday morning. So we're going to put our arms out. We're going to start with the letter A. Once we get to the letter M, that is the 13th letter in the alphabet. There are 26 letters. So I was saying forever today that was the middle. But do you know what, technically? The middle is the space between the M and the N. There's a little nook. And in that space where we take a breath, we yell middle, and then we switch our exercises to arm circles, you guys. You can go forward, you can go backwards. It doesn't even matter. Whatever you choose, and then you get to the letter S, and we yell switch. So who's ready? Are you ready? I don't care if you're at your desk. You can do this. Here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, middle, N, O, P, Q, R, S, switch, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Yay! I'm so proud of you. I tell you all the time. Exactly. It's exhausting sometimes being this energetic. But you know what? Sometimes it just feels good. Like every day, 10 to 11, story time. You can see it live. Facebook, Periscope, YouTube. Go for it. It's family friendly. I mean, kids can watch it. Adults can watch it. It's amazing. And I know sometimes people are watching, like Ryan from Ireland. It's 5 hours later, so it's in the afternoon. So I'm sure that maybe he's like doing this from the recliner. He's like this. Actually, he does workouts in the morning. You can go find him on Louis Lido. You can call me Ryan. He has a YouTube channel. Plug. And he's on Periscope. And that's going away. That's so sad. But anyhow, you can work out in any way you want. I mean, why not? Remember this? We used to do this. We're going to do this today. We're going to do some neck rolls. Do a little bit. Oh, did you hear that? Sounds like I'm crumbling up a bag of potato chips. It feels good. Gotta get ready to read to the kids. I gotta get conditioned. That felt great. I haven't done that in a while. I forgot. Used to do that every day. Now you know what we do every day? We practice the Asl Alphabet. From Bonnie, Scotland. I just said that with an English accent. That was terrible. I'm sorry. I hope I didn't offend you. But that's awesome. That's great. Well, welcome from Scotland. I was watching somebody for a few moments this morning on Periscope, and they were taking a walk in Scotland. And I don't know if that's you or not, but that was amazing. I was looking to see if Ryan was on his treadmill, and instead I found somebody taking a walk in Scotland. It was pretty amazing. I don't know. That's awesome. Oh, really? No neck rolls. It might not be good for the neck. Well, welcome from Scotland. Thank you so much. And I love the fact that you're here, and I love your enthusiasm. Wait till you see what we do next. Okay, so next we practice the Asl Alphabet. What's the Asl Alphabet, you might ask? Well, it's a way to communicate with others that cannot communicate verbally the way we are. See, it's like this, right? Like that's the letter L, A. Well, we practice it every day here. But we practice with a little book that we will read on the letter D day called Dina the Deaf Dinosaur. And this is what it looks like on the inside. Excuse me. So Dina the Deaf Dinosaur is a book written by Carol Adebato and illustrated by Valentine. It's an excellent book and a resource to have in your school library, in your personal library. You can order it off Amazon, I'm sure. and it's just an amazing book. But inside the book that talks about tolerance and education, about people and what goes on, and when you feel different, and it's just amazing. This is what the alphabet looks like because it's taught to us by our friend the owl, who learned from his friend the dove. Okay, so we practice every day like this. Now, yesterday I practiced and I didn't even use the book. But today we're going to use the book, especially because we have so many new people watching. So thank you in case you want to try it. All right? So here we go. Hands up. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. I'm so proud of you. When everybody does that together, I get so excited because it's like, the opportunity to speak to someone now that doesn't speak like we do, where I'm speaking right now, that uses sign language. We just increase the opportunity to have a conversation with someone that we might otherwise not have been able to. And I think that is so important, and I love it. I love it. We may even have a book on the way that teaches us a different language, and that will be great. But I think I'm going to have to make sure I get a good night's sleep before that happens, because I don't know if I could accomplish it today. But we're going to take it easy today. So now this part of the show is where we get our social distancing buddies, which if it's your first time watching, you might be like, what's going on with this thing? Well, you see all these little cute animals behind me? Well, from the very beginning of quarantine, when this whole show started, this is Bartholomew, and he is our social distancing buddy. So why do we have a social distancing buddy, and what do we do with it? Well, in the very beginning of quarantine, March 21st, when actually I realized, hey, I need to do something to help my friends that have little kids. My kids are all grown up, and I can't imagine having all to do in the house, like work and stay home, and people were kind of like nervous about it and scared, and we weren't allowed to see people. Well, we needed to talk about that with the kids. So I said, if we had just someone or something to maybe be close to and hug, then we wouldn't feel so left alone. Thanks, Alphabet. I just called you Alphabet because I just read Alphabet. No, this is Bartholomew. So this is our first social distancing buddy. And what we talked about was, if you couldn't hug your grandma or your grandpa or your aunt or your uncle, because maybe they were a frontline worker or they're older with a compromised immune system, we could take a little selfie, and send it to our grandparents, our abuela, right? And then we read a book, and it was called I Love You Just the Way You Are. It's one of my favorite books, and right now I can't take it out because it's like Jenga with my other books. But we talked about the fact that no matter what, there's always an opportunity to love each other, right? Right. So then we did introduce Alphabet, all right? Aw, hi, Jess. Hey, David. What's nice taking out today. I will, but I have to go to work. I have to go to work, which is indoors, but I get to look outdoors, so I will. Hi, Jess. Ryan, hi, Jess. We're all saying hi to Jess. So Ryan is right. Then there is Alphabet. Alphabet was another social distancing buddy, and it was all about a way to express that, you could show love, you could show kindness, you could show friendship, but it was a great way for us to learn that we could share it with each other from a distance, because this is just an expression of how you can send love and light through the vehicle of our social distancing buddy. But we know, especially as adults, as we get older, that you can do it by just using your mind and your heart chakra, and you can send light to one another, and it's a beautiful way to share. Oh, bonjour. That's so nice. How sweet. Oh, thank you, Jess. I love them too. I think they're amazing. They're so much fun, and they're sweet. And there's so many other characters, like Music Bear, like Lammy for hugs and cuddles, like Silly Goat, because we love animals. There's so many. And what we do every day is we choose different little buddies to talk about the fact that we can send love and light to each other. So why don't we do this? I have an idea. Today, Jess and everybody over at Periscope, since you guys are amazing, and I love the fact that you're really filling the room today, we're going to send love and light to our friends over at Periscope. And anyone that's watching can share along with us. But I'm really excited about how many people have joined the party. You're amazing, Jess. So let's do that together, okay? So I want you to think of somebody that you really want to send love and light to. Put them in your head, like right here, right? Then you're going to take them, and you're going to travel it right down here to your heart. Then what you're going to do with all of that, you're going to take your heart chakra, you're going to open it up. You're going to send a big beam of white light from me to you, and I'll send one from me to you, you to me. Yeah, back and forth. You know, you could do this every day to anyone you see. Someone on the street, you could be walking down the street seeing, I don't know, someone that looks kind of sad, right? And the next thing you know, you could just send them love. And, oh, Shari Freed's here. And, oh, I don't know what that is, Haps, but you could tell me about it. And then you have Sinna and Mush are sending love and light to Yogi every day. Thank you so much. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, look at this. Love your hug, buddies. This is Mush. I'm borrowing Shari's phone. That's amazing. You know what? I'm going to show everybody who you guys are right now. There's Sinna and Mush. I love it. They're watching. That's Yogi's friends. So we're going to send each other love and light, and we're hoping to elevate the vibration of the global population and elevate and tip the scales to joy every day. Ooh, I love that. Thank you, Jess, for telling me. I'm going to have to check it out because I would love to be able to be there so I can still see you. Oh, but I'll still be on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, and, well, and Instagram, but I don't know. The live part is hard on Instagram. I haven't figured it out. But you know what? For you, I'm going to check it out. Okay, are you ready? So we're going to send love and light and peace and joy out to everyone today. On the count of 3, we're going to send it to each other. And I swear, it's the coolest thing. If you just send it, you close your eyes, and you get in that moment, you're going to feel it. Okay? 1, from your head. 2, from your heart. 3, your heart chakra. Go! That was beautiful. You guys are the best. You are the best, best, best at sending love and light. I love it. I love sharing it every day. I appreciate you guys every day. And I know that if we just teach the younger generation that they can love just like this, and they can send love and light, and it's just going to make for a better future. I'm telling you, it's amazing. Okay, so now here we go. Let's put you guys over here so you can watch the rest of the show as we breathe in and breathe out. Oh, you know what's another really important time? It's vitamin time. Thank you. You're so sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Surf City Dude. That's awesome. Yes, I love that. Love you, good friend. All right, now it's vitamin time. If you don't know what vitamin time is, well, I'm going to tell you what it is. It's a healthy habit, and we love to practice healthy habits and good manners here. So I take my vitamins every day. 2 is the recommended daily dosage, even though I know I smell like candy. They look a little like candy, and they kind of taste like candy, except for when I brush my teeth, which is every day. Then they get a little soury, but you know what? We work through it. It's also the moment where we practice healthy habits and good manners. We don't want to chew with our mouth open or talk with our mouth full. No way. So let the guessing begin. And water. That's right. You remember the water part. Because water is so good for your body. It's good to keep everything healthy and hydrated, your insides, your skin, and your brain. That's awesome. That's awesome. I love that you remember that. That's awesome. All right, so Ryan says he thinks it's going to be two of the same. I don't know. If anybody has any guesses, you can put it right in the comments. Okay. In my little hand right here are 2 vitamins. They could be 2 purple, 2 pink, or 1 of each. But whatever they are, we read a little message from The Beginner's Guide to the Universe by author Mike Dooley on common ideas for living an unusually happy life. And I don't know, but today, Jess, you want to pick a page between 7 and 158? Put the number in the comments. That'd be amazing. I'd love to see what kind of message you'd get because I know that you're a big sender of love and light, and I appreciate it. So, are you ready to take our vitamins? All right, so if you at home are getting ready, okay, she's gone. Okay, so Surf City, you do it. He said 2 purple. All right, let's see. Oh, Brian, you put a number. She is gone. Look at this. The monitoring of the page is amazing. Okay, here we go. On the count of 3, if you're going to take your vitamins, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. All right. 1, 2, 3. It's 1 of each day, you guys. Oh my goodness gracious. 2 of you said 2 of the same, but it's a 1 of each day. That's okay. It's all right. They're still good vitamins. Okay, so now I'm going to take them. I'm not going to chew with my mouth open. And then we'll read the nugget of truth. 1, 2, 3. Totally sour. Totally sour. Okay. But I did it. And that's the most important part. You want to take your vitamins every day and practice those healthy habits and the good manners. All right. So now let's see. Maybe what we'll do is we'll take a page. What Ryan said 27. Let's do 27. Unless, let's see. Is it a page? Perfect. We have not read it before. Thank you, Surf City dude. Here we go. Here. I don't think we read it, or we might have read it, but not put a mark next to it. To the naked eye, death appears random. To the spiritually inclined, it appears ordained. Life is so magnificent that once you pass from this plane, even your times of sorrow, fear, frustration, anger, confusion, and loneliness will be dearly missed. But you'll smile when you find them as carefully set jewels in your crown of compassion. Now that's amazing because I know some of this stuff could be really deep for the morning, but the reason I started doing this was out of compassion, and it's become my passion project. So see, that's perfect. You'll cry happy tears as the veils of time fall away, revealing that each moment of the life you just lived is still unfolding. And you'll laugh when you realize this all could have been understood when you were who you are now. You know what's really funny? There's a marker in that page 27 because that means that I did read it and I do love this page. The odd thing about the often long and lonely path of life is that when you get to the end of it and look back, you'll find that it was neither. It wasn't odd and it wasn't lonely. See that? I have to tell you, what's amazing about this is that it's great for young people and great for old people. But what I want to say is stay in the moment, live in your joy, and ignore the naysayers. So now we're going to totally breathe in our I am statements because that's the best part. Because we're going to focus so that we can read books out loud today. Today we are finishing our journey with Peter Pan, and I'm really pumped about it because I love Peter Pan. Okay, here we go. I am unique. I am happy. I am love. I am focused. All right, so now, are you ready? 3 books for story time. First one is for the little kids. Little kids. I love them. Ready? It's called I Love You, Little Pooky by Sandra Boynton. Look how cute. You know I love animals, right? They're so sweet. Ah, Pooky. My little one. My funny one. My child. Sometimes you are quiet. Sometimes you are wild. Sometimes you're the silliest piglet I know. That's adorable, right? So cute. And I just want to tell you that I love you so. I love to go walking with you by my side. Come on, how cute is that? I love how we sing when we go for a ride. I like their piggies. And I love just to watch as you think and you play. The way that you are is a wonderful way. How sweet. Through the days, through the nights, come rain or come shine, I love you, little Pooky. You'll always be mine. Look, Pooky's got a social distancing buddy. Pooky reminds me of Yogi. My love will go with you wherever you go, and I just want to tell you that I love you so. Yes, I just want to tell you that I love you so. How sweet is that? So see, social distancing buddies are cool, and they're great for hugs. They really are. And little Yogi, he's like my little Pooky. That's why I was up 7 times last night. I don't know if you guys have any pets, but it's really important to love them and take care of them and honor them, even when they make you sleepy. I know. Okay, this is another cute little sweet one for the kids because, you know, Peter Pan's kind of a long story, so I wanted to get some really cute little books for the little kids. I'm waiting to read these. This is called Home Sweet Home. With a little cute owl. Baby owl flies far and wide. On the wind, she loves to glide. Who lives in the forest? Lift the flap to see. I love flap books. Oh, look at how cute. Hold up. Squirrel, rabbit, deer, and fox. Look at that. Now that is adorable. This says, the water rushes really fast as baby owl goes flying past. Who lives in the river? Oh, lift the flap to see. Ah, how cute. Dragonfly, beaver, fish, and frog. How cute. They're so sweet. Through the icy lands she flies as pretty snowflakes fill the skies. Who lives in the snowy kingdom? Lift the flap to see. Oh, ooh, seal and polar bear and penguins and whale. That's awesome. Aha. The mountain is so big and tall that baby owl feels very small. Who lives on the mountain? Lift the flap to see. Oh, let's see where this one goes. Ooh, look at that. The eagle, a moose, a bear, and a wolf. Wow, this is a cool book. I like the design. Ah, baby owl loves the outdoors. Me too. But there is one place that she adores. Ooh. Oh. Is she home with her mom? Let's see. That's being back in the nest. Home sweet home is just the best. Can you name all the animals baby owl met today? Sure. Squirrel, deer, rabbit. We've got the fox. You've got a beaver, a fish, a frog, a dragonfly, seal, polar bear, or whale. You've got the eagle, the deer, the bear. Wait, let me think. Wait, what was that? Penguin, and what was that, a coyote? No, how about I can't remember? That's so bad. Is it a coyote? Wait, let me look. It's a wolf. Where the heck did I get coyote from? Told you I'm sleepy. Home sweet home. This is a cute book. I love that. For little ones, yeah, for sure. But now the moment we've all been waiting for. It is the time that I'm so pumped about right now. Peter Pan. We read about Tinkerbell and how she became Tinkerbell on Sunday. On Monday, we read about Vidya, right, and the rescue. And now today, I don't know if I have my Tinkerbell book to show you guys. I think I put it away. Did I categorize it somewhere? Believe it or not, I think I actually put it away. So, yeah, so it was Tinkerbell, then Vidya. Today is the big premiere. Nope. It's supposed to be this one. Of Peter Pan. So excited about this book. It's one of my favorite movies. I even have, look at this, a pirate flag. Because you know there's a pirate in here. Captain Hook. Ooh. I love it. Look at that. In a quiet street in London lived the Darling family. They were father and mother Darling, Wendy, Michael, and John, as well as a children's nursemaid, Nana, a Saint Bernard. At bedtime in the nursery, Wendy always told wonderful stories about Peter Pan and Neverland, a magical place with mermaids and fairies and wicked pirates too. John and Michael liked best of all to play pirate. They had some fine slashing duels between Peter Pan and his arch enemy, pirate Captain Hook. Father Darling did not like this kind of play. He blamed it on Wendy's childish stories of Peter Pan. Arch enemy. It is time for Wendy to grow up, decided Father Darling. This is your last night in the nursery, Wendy girl. All the children were much upset at that. Without Wendy, there would be no more stories of Peter Pan. That very evening, who should come to the nursery but Peter Pan and a fairy named Tinkerbell. It seemed Peter had been out looking for his lost shadow. When he overheard that Wendy was to be moved from the nursery, he hit upon a plan. I'll take you to Neverland with me to tell stories to my lost boys, he decided as Wendy sewed his shadow back on. Check it out, guys. She's sewing on his shadow. Wendy thought that was a lovely idea. If Michael and John could go too, that'd be perfect. So Peter Pan taught them all to fly. With happy thoughts and with faith and trust and a sprinkling of Tinkerbell's pixie dust. Then out the nursery window they sailed, heading for Neverland while Nana barked frantically below. Back in Neverland, Captain Hook was grumbling about Peter Pan. You see, once in a fair fight long ago, Peter Pan had cut off one of the pirate Captain Hook's hands so that he had to wear a hook instead. Then Pan threw the hand to a crocodile who enjoyed the taste of Hook so much that he had been lurking around ever since, hoping to nibble at the rest of them. Fortunately for the pirate, the crocodile had also swallowed a clock. He went tick-tock, tick-tock. Actually, it was like when he came near, which gave a warning to Captain Hook. Whoa. Now, as Captain Hook grumbled about his young enemy, there was a call from the crow's nest. "Peter Pan, ahoy!" "What? Where?" shouted Hook, twirling his spyglass around in the sky, and then he spied Peter and the children pausing for a rest on a cloud. "Swoggle my eyes! It is Pan!" Hook gloated. "Pipe up the crew! Man the guns! We'll get 'em this time at last!" Whoa! Can you imagine a cannonball coming right through your cloud? "Oh, Peter, it's just what I've dreamed it would be. Mermaid Lagoon and all," Wendy said as a cannonball ripped through the cloud beneath their feet. "Look out!" cried Pan. "Tinkerbell, take Wendy and the boys to the island. I'll stay here and draw Hook's fire." Whoa! Away flew Tinkerbell as fast as she could. In her naughty little heart, she hoped the children would fall behind and be lost. She doesn't like not to be first for Peter Pan. She was especially jealous of the Wendy girl who seemed to have won Peter Pan's heart. Straight through the Neverland jungle, Tink flew, down into a clearing beside Hangman's tree. She landed on a toadstool, bounced to a shiny leaf, and pop! A secret door opened for her in the knot of an old hollow tree. Zip! Down a slippery tunnel, Tink slid. She landed at the bottom in an underground room, the secret house of Peter Pan. "Ting-a-ling-a-ling," she tinkled, trying to awaken the sleeping Lost Boys. At last, rather grumpily, they woke up and stretched as they listened to Tinkerbell. "What? Pan wants us to shoot down a terrible Wendy bird. Lead us to it," they shouted, and out they hurried. So bad. That's so bad. When Wendy and Michael and John appeared, flying wearily, the Lost Boys tried to pelt them with stones and sticks, especially the Wendy bird. Down tumbled Wendy and her happy thoughts destroyed. Without them, no one can fly. "Hooray, we got the Wendy bird," the Lost Boys shouted. But then Peter Pan arrived. How angry he was when he discovered that the boys had tried to shoot down Wendy, even though he had caught her before she could be hurt. "I brought her to be a mother to us all and tell us stories," he said. Ooh. Look at angry little Tinkerbell. See her? Oh, she is not happy at all. "Come on, Wendy," said Peter. "I'll show you the mermaids. Boys, take Michael and John to hunt some Indians." So Peter and Wendy flew away, and the boys marched off through the forest, planning to capture some Indians. There were wild animals all around, but the boys never thought to be afraid, and not a creature harmed them as they went through the thick woods. "First, we'll surround the Indians," John decided. "Then we'll take them by surprise." John's plan worked splendidly, but it was the Indians who used it. Disguised as moving trees, they quietly surrounded the boys and took them by surprise. Uh-oh. Soon, bound with ropes, the row of boys marched away, led by the Indians to their village on the cliff. "Don't worry, the Indians are our friends," the Lost Boys said, but the chief looked stern. Meanwhile, on the other side of the island, Wendy and Peter were visiting the mermaids in their peaceful mermaid lagoon. As they were chatting together, Peter suddenly said, "Hush." A boat from the pirate ship was going by. In it were wicked Captain Hook and Smee, pirate cook. And at the stern, all bound with ropes, sat Princess Tiger Lily, daughter of the Indian chief. "We'll make her talk," sneered Captain Hook. "She'll tell us where Peter Pan lives, or we'll leave her tied to the slippery Skull Rock, where the tide will wash over her." Proud and loyal, Tiger Lily would not say a word. She's amazing. Peter and Wendy flew to Skull Rock. Peter, by imitating Hook's voice, tried to trick Smee into setting Tiger Lily free. That almost worked, but Hook discovered the trick and came after Peter with his sword. Then, what a thrilling duel! Oh, they had all over the rocky cave where Princess Tiger Lily sat with the tide up to her chin. Oh, with the tide up to her chin. Peter won the duel and rescued Tiger Lily just in the neck of time. Then away he flew to the Indian village to see the princess safely home. And Wendy went along behind. Look at that. See that? The tide was all the way up. Holy guacamole. When Peter and Wendy brought Tiger Lily home, the chief set the captives free. Then what a wonderful feast they had. All the boys did Indian dances and learned wild Indian chants, and Peter Pan was made a chief. Only Wendy had no fun at all, for she had to help the squaws carry firewood. "I've had enough of Neverland," she thought grumpily. "I'm ready to go home right now." While the Indian celebration was at its height, Smee, the pirate cook, captured Tinker Bell and took her back to the pirate ship. He presented Tink to Captain Hook. "Ah, Miss Bell," said Hook sympathetically, "I've heard how badly Peter Pan has treated you since that scheming girl Wendy came. How nice it would be if we could kidnap her and take her off to sea to scrub the decks and cook for the pirate crew." Tink tinkled happily at the thought. "Ooh, she's not seeing the big picture." "But alas," sighed Hook, "we don't know where Pan's house is, so we cannot get rid of Wendy for you." Tink thought it over. "You won't hurt Peter?" she asked in solemn, tinkling tones. "Of course not," promised Hook. Then she marched to a map of Neverland and traced a path to Peter's hidden house. "Thank you, my dear," said wicked Captain Hook, and he locked her up in a lantern cage and went off to capture Peter Pan. Oh no! Jealousy is evil. Because she was so jealous of Wendy, she's selling her soul. That night, when Wendy tucked the children in their beds in the underground house, she talked to them about home and mother. Soon they were all homesick, and they wanted to leave at once for home. Wendy invited all the Lost Boys to come and live with the Darling family. Only Peter refused to go. He simply looked the other way as Wendy and the boys told him goodbye and climbed the tunnel to the hangman's tree. Thing, she was going to take everybody with her. Peter Pan's not happy. Up in the woods near Hangman's Tree waited Hook and his pirate band. As each boy came out, a hand was clapped over his mouth and was quickly tied up with ropes. Last of all came Wendy. Zip, 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 and she was bound up too. And the crew marched off with their load of children back to the pirate ship. "Blast it," muttered Hook. "We still don't have Pan." So he and Smee left a wicked bomb wrapped as a gift from Wendy for poor Peter to find. Very soon, they hoped, Peter would have opened it and blown himself straight out of Neverland. See that? So evil. So evil. On the pirate ship, Captain Hook demanded that Wendy and the boys become pirates. "Never!" cried Wendy. "Then you shall be the first to walk the plank, my dear," said Hook. In the excitement, no one noticed that Tinker Bell escaped and flew off. Can you imagine having to walk the plank? Wendy said goodbye bravely and walked out along the narrow plank and disappeared. Everyone listened, waiting for a splash, but none came. Ooh, then they heard a familiar sound. It was Pan. Warned by Tinker Bell, he had arrived just in time to scoop up Wendy in midair and fly her to safety. "This time you've gone too far, Hook," Peter cried. He swooped down from the rigging, all set for a duel, and what a duel it was. While they fought, Tinker Bell slashed the ropes that bound the boys, and they beat the pirates into jumping overboard and rowing away in their boat. Then Peter knocked Hook's sword overboard, and Hook jumped too. When the children last saw the wicked Captain Hook, he was swimming from the boat with the crocodile tick-tocking hungrily behind him. You know what I'm saying? Peter Pan took command of the pirate ship. "Heave those halyards." Halyards? Yeah, halyards. "Up with the jib. We're sailing to London," he cried. "Oh, Michael, John," cried Wendy, "we're going home." And sure enough, with happy thoughts and faith and trust and a liberal sprinkling of pixie dust, away flew that pirate ship through the skies till the gangplank was run out to the darling's nursery windowsill. But now that they had arrived, the lost boys did not want to stay. "We've sort of decided to stick with Pan," they said. "Look at that, flying in the air. It's like magic." So Wendy, John, and Michael waved goodbye as Peter Pan's ship sailed off through the sky, taking the lost boys home to Neverland, where they still live today. Isn't that great? I love it. Peter Pan. Wow, that was a lot of action. I loved it. I definitely woke me up, and I love story time for that reason. So thank you so much for joining me today. Now, you know what time it is. We get Liv, who was sent to us from Liliana and Melanie, and it's filled with hugs, and I give it a little squishy hug, the Squishmallow. And then we have our own hug. We put our right hand on our left shoulder and our left hand on our right. Give yourself a hug for me. Squeeze yourself so tight and know that everything's going to be all right. I love you, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow morning on March 10th when we are on the letter B, and who knows what we'll read tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow might be about bears. You never know. So, or Beauty, Sleeping Beauty. I don't know. You're going to have to tune in to find out. But we always breathe our way out so that we can go into our day in the most positive way we know how. I am grateful. I am peace. I am love. I am totally content. Thank you so much for watching today and for being patient for me this morning. I appreciate it. Don't forget, honesty is the best policy. Practice your good manners and your healthy habits, and have a great day. Okay? So, for Wednesday, March 10th. Bye.